Hi everyone, Mars here, the golf professional at Southwick Park Golf Club. This is a little honest video for you. This is my first chipping practice of the year. I always jokingly say to people I'm not playing or practicing until it's 15 degrees and sunny, so it could well be 15 degrees and it's definitely nice and sunny today. So this is genuinely my first bit of grass practice. I've hit loads of balls. This probably hit more balls than I've hit in many years, because I've just been indoors practicing. So I just want to give you a bit of thought process and something that might help some of you that are coming back to golf after the winter. And chipping can be a problem for a lot of people. So this is what I'm going to say to you. My first bit of chipping practice is going to be initially purely about contact, not about aim, not about distance control. It's about getting the feeling right and feeling like I'm striking the ball properly. So I'm just going to hit one, and I'm just going to try and settle in and try and talk you through what I'm going to try and do. So I'm going to make this relatively flat. I'm giving myself a good lie. I've come into a little bit of semi-rough here so I can help my contact. And I'm literally just going to set up for a nice little chip shot. So that's weight forward, hands forward. And I'm going to tell you that was okay, but it was a tiny bit behind the ball. So now I'm going to start working through whatever problems I might have. So that was a tiny bit behind the ball. So was I back on it? Did I release the club a little bit early? So we'll start off with those two things. So I'm going to make sure that I've got more weight left side. I'm stacking up nicely there. And I'm going to make sure I'm going to have a nice sharp uptake here. Not too bad. It's a tiny bit behind the ball again. They're both actually quite nice shots. I am a big divot taker, so that will depend on your technique, on the sort of divot you take. So I'm just going to keep piffing balls for a minute and just try and work on contact. Not about distance control, not about accuracy, just pure contact. And I've been lucky enough to watch Tiger Woods practice a few times. And one thing that I always noticed that he didn't look for about maybe 6 to 10 shots even where the ball had gone. So I think he was doing something very similar. He was trying to get a feel and see what his ball striking was like that. And they were with sort of 3/4 wedges and before he worked into the rest of his game. So that was my best one so far, and a really nice contact there. So you've just got to try and sometimes you've got to go with feelings. I know how I want it to feel, and that's always a good thing. So this is what I'm going to do for a little while. I'm just going to hit balls and then I'm going to zero in and try and be more accurate with distance control and accuracy. Which of those two things are more important? Distance control initially. If I'm a little bit left or a little bit right, but my distance is good, then I'll always have a chance of a makeable part. These are going all right. These are going okay. I'm going to move the camera around from behind and then try and talk to you about accuracy and distance control once you feel like you're getting a nice strike. What a lovely day. Okay. So something I like to do is when I'm working on distance control is try and hit the first one, pitch it into the hole. It's like a ladder drill, but you can do it without with anything to help you. So my first one, I'm going to try and pitch it in the hole. Not a bad effort. The second one, I'm going to try and clip the top of the flag. And that's given me another 10 yards or so. And then the third one, I'm going to try and I'm going to try and hole it. So I'm looking now at landing area and distance control. That's not a bad little shot. So see you all next week. It's time to work on our short game now and get out on this course and enjoy it. See you all again next week. Thank you.
So you can see in this swing here that Ian has corrected back in position.